I'm here today to tell you that online mental health quizzes are bad. Yep, they're bad. I know everybody's taken them, right? It's like a BuzzFeed challenge. Are you anxious? Do you have bipolar disorder? Do you have ADHD? Yeah, I know you've taken them. I know you've taken them on mental health sites or medical sites, and I know that you've taken them for fun and because you really want to know if you have a diagnosis. I get it. But the thing is, that's not the way to get your diagnosis. So mental health quizzes are not necessarily designed with anything other than fun in mind. They don't necessarily have any science backing them. They don't necessarily have any information to them other than, yeah, this is really cute, this is really funny. We've come up with a couple of symptoms of a disorder and thrown it into a quiz. That's how you need to treat it. You need to treat online mental health quizzes as if they are just there for your amusement, because basically they are. Any online mental health quiz that claims to diagnose you is wrong. You need a human being for that. And it doesn't matter if you take 75 mental health quizzes and they all tell you you have bipolar disorder. That's not a diagnosis. That's a mental health quiz that's online. Not the same thing. Now, if you do want to know a little bit more about what's going on in your brain and if you may have a diagnosis, what you can turn to are mental health scales that are specifically scientifically validated. And those particular scales will ask you a series of questions which you will rate, give a number, and at the end of the scale you'll get 45, whatever it is. And that particular number will then give you an idea, yes, that's a high number, maybe I have a diagnosis, it's a low number, maybe I don't, that kind of thing. But a scale like that is always going to tell you that you have to take that information to a doctor for formal evaluation. And that's because a doctor will take into consideration more than just whatever's on that particular scale. So for example, I might ask you about depressive and manic episodes, fine. But the thing is, I also, if I were a diagnostician, need to ask you about things like trauma. I need to ask you about things like your childhood. I need to ask you about your living situation. There are lots of things that come up when you're diagnosing a human being that make it very complicated. And it's not as simple as checking a box. Yes, this person has a diagnosis. Many times people have multiple diagnoses. They interact together and make things more complex. So please understand, mental health quizzes are not real. They are not for diagnostic purposes. Do not believe them if they say that they are. Now, I do have the mental health scale below. You can go ahead and take those if you choose to, but remember, that is only a starting point. You should take that to your doctor and discuss whatever the implications are and what you think about them. Thank you. This is Bipolar Virgo.